Excellent. So I'm going to start with our. So I'll start. Does anybody have any questions?
I have some questions about Spark. I don't know.
Hmm.
Um,
I would probably not be the best person to answer those. I unfortunately don't have much experience with Spark. Actually, any experience with Spark.
oh, okay. All right, then probably not.
Okay.
I do have another question about uh, a field in the data. In let me look for the name of the. It's in derived member summary. There's
Uh-huh.
a region code
Okay.
field that's just an integer, and I was
Uh-huh.
wondering if it had like a translation to a geographical area
Okay.
somewhere.
That's a good question. I would need to look it up. Let me see if I can find it quickly on one of our. Actually, have you looked at the? Let me see in our document. Um, we have a document list that I think we've shared with everybody. Let me make sure that I can find it. A data dictionary.
Yeah,
This might not have been added to there. Have you looked in data dictionary?
I did. I think last time I looked for it, it was like a week ago. So
All right, let me take a look now. So data dictionary for data member drive summary. First name, last name, headline, all locations, industry, regions, EMF set. So let's see what the region code string 84. It still does not have an explanation for what that region code would be. So I can follow up and find out what that region code means and see if I can find a location somewhere else.
right, like we asked our mentor, and he said it should be in a database like Geo something,
Okay,
but I don't think we have access to that.
makes sense. Um, so HGK questions and answers, right? So I'll go ahead and add this to the bottom of our question and answer list so we can get that answered without. Ooh, there's a bunch of code in here now. That's surprising. The FAQ page just has a bunch of code in it now. So.
A related question that was on the FAQ before was about company location, and it said Nikolai/Dachang will look into this and bring it to Bridge.
Yep. So we looked into a data set that we do have called companies. I think it was a descriptive data set. There we looked at it and it only had um, the region which was on the level of like country. I think it wasn't specifically very detailed. It wasn't like address or something like that.
Do you know how that's estimate? Like, is it the country of incorporation? Is it the country with the most employees?
I can't say that I do. I don't. I'm not sure what that particular piece of data um, relates to. So I can check the. Once again, going back to the dictionary, maybe it's in there now, but I don't think company. Let's see, company profiles. Company profiles doesn't seem to have it. Companies. So what is it that you're just looking like location of the company, and you want to find out if it's where that's incorporated or where its like HQ is?
Yeah, that would be helpful.
Okay. All right, so I'll add it to the FAQ as well. Company, do we have access to the company location, either its HQ or where? Here we go. Okay, so far 2 questions, no answers. Any pig related questions?
I have a couple of, I think, pretty stupid questions, so I can ask those now if you want.
Definitely. Let's hear them before we pass judgment.
Okay, so question number 1 is, how does the marathon queue work? Or if I have something that's I think gonna be like sort of big and take up resources, is there a queue for me to put it in that's
Okay.
not
How
that doesn't
does
take up
the
any resources?
marathon queue work? Is there somewhere where you heard about the marathon queue, or is this something that
Yeah, I think it was
internally?
my teammate Mike who somehow asked about it, so I don't know beyond that.
Got it. So internally, within LinkedIn data centers for LinkedIn employees and LinkedIn Hadoop workflows, we have 2 different queues. We have like default queue and a marathon queue. And what distinguishes them is how long a job is allowed to run before it's terminated by the cluster. I am not aware of any such restrictions on the bridge cluster, which is what we're using. So have you experienced a failure with this already?
I think that the failures I've experienced are more based on my code and not on timing out
Timing
because it
out.
was too long.
Okay. So I will find out about marathon queue. Um, so I don't believe we have a distinction between the 2 queues, the default and mirror queue on bridge. Will investigate. Okay. And I can't spell. So do you have what pig questions can I help you with?
Okay, my other question is, so we managed to, so I have a file that's now been transferred to Gateway, and I'm actually like not sure what what I do now in terms of like, can I now download that file in some way, view it, like browse it in Excel? This is data that's at the company level, so there are like 2,000 observations. So it's something
Got
that
it.
um, would be good for me to be able to just browse.
Look, so I'm assuming you got permission to get access to this data through Robert and security, and everything is cool now, right?
Right, so it was reviewed and transferred to Gateway.
Perfect. So you have 2 options. If you want to, you can try to analyze it on Gateway using R. If you're not interested in that, then you can use the WinSCP application that was installed on your laptop to copy that file to your laptop. Does that make
Okay.
sense? And I don't know what if you got an email or what from Robert, but he also I've seen other interactions where it's also made available in Box, which is sort of like a file sharing system.
Oh yeah, actually, I was wondering if there was a way for us to download Box, because we're not able to download like Dropbox on the laptops, but if Box is already on there, that would be helpful.
Yes. So if it's already been put, if he, depending on where he put it, it's referred to the details. of the email that he sent you, you might be able to just there might be a link included there that you can click on and download the data to your laptop.
So I interacted with Eric Manuel, and I like sent an email to the EGC review,
Okay.
whatever, and he's the one who responded.
Sure.
And it was just, file has now been moved.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So then I would just go
No other data, yeah.
use WinSCP from to download it to your local machine. And WinSCP is something that I think you might have installed during setup or maybe after, but that sort of allows you to get access to the gateway machine and then file the copy whatever files exist there locally. Okay, let's see. Are there any? Don't seem to be any questions in chat right now. And all right, let me review the FAQs to see if there are any questions I can answer from there. Or actually, let me just see what I can research about the region code in the summary and see if there's a decoding thing, because there's an internal sort of wiki that I can use. So I'm going to take a look at that really quick. Unless anybody has other questions. Okay, internal wiki.
I'm not finding WinSCP.
It's not installed. So let me see. Let me refer you to document.
I had the installer, but then I tried running it and I couldn't.
Oh yeah, there is a WinSCP file, WinSCP 572 setup. Let me share that.
Right. So that's I ran that and it didn't allow me to.
It didn't let you install it. Okay, got it. Let's see what we can do there. Let's see. Let me try to find a WinSCP version that's more.
Sorry, I just realized it's because the version is not compatible with the.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. So there's a WinSCP version 574. Is that the one that we have there as well? I don't want to get you in trouble by recommending that you download something that's not safe or something.
Yeah, that's what I was a bit nervous about doing.
Yeah, exactly. So, and this is being captured on video, so now I'm feeling a little nervous about advising you what to download. But there is a version that's available. Let's see. Okay. So I would say, let me share this link here. This is the WinSCP site. And since we were allowed to install WinSCP software before, I think we'll be in the clear here. Let me share the link with you in the text in chat here on BlueJeans. So I in BlueJeans I put a link to the WinSCP download, and I will update the FAQ to reflect using WinSCP. The you can go ahead and try to do that now. And if you get like security violation notifications, then at least you'll know that you were speaking on the phone with a mentor and he told you to do it, so you're in the clear.
So you're the one who gets in trouble.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. So let me look for see if I can find the summary information. Yeah, here we go. So derived summary, let's see. Region code. Region code, even in my database or in my definitions, doesn't really have a document attached to it. Let me search for it more broadly, if we can get that answered.
So the WinSCP install went through, by the way.
Okay, good. Excellent. Perfect. So I'll update the shared document to refer to this version. Thank you. Oh, there's a API here that I might be able to find. So it seems to be this. Okay, so the country code is just a 2-character code, for that country. The region code is, it sounds like it's something akin to the state. So for if you had an information about, like US, you might expect to see NY or NJ or, CA under region code.
I mean, the region codes are just numbers.
Are there numbers here?
They might be strings, but for example, I just listed them and counted like the number of companies in each, or people in each, sorry. And 84 was like the third top region code. And all of the other region codes I saw were just numbers. So I'm guessing it's like
it's weird. Okay.
It's like some identifier.
Yep. It sounds like it. Let's see.
Nikolai, oh, sorry, you're still looking. I have some more questions.
Okay. Yeah, I will need to look it up. I can't seem to find region code right now.
All right.
That's a question I need to follow up. Okay. Um, go ahead. What other questions do you have?
It's still with the same thing, but my the password for the putty session is our usual password, right?
Yeah.
It's not. I'm not able to access for some
Did
reason
you
with the
VPN
SCP.
into? Did you connect via VPN?
I'm on VPN.
You are on VPN, and are you able to just get to the gateway? You know, forget using WinSCP. Are you just able to? Are you just able to putty into the network?
Yeah, I'm logged into Putty, but I'm having trouble with the WinSCP connecting to the Putty session.
Uh, it might be something with because the authentication method we use is just not. It's not username and password. It's like Kerberos. Uh, so I wonder if there's something else in it. There's like a step in the documentation that we need to follow in order to get there. Let me take a look. Um,
I'm logged into Kerberos also.
yeah, I know, but like I mean, we
There's
might need to find out a way to tell WinSCP to use Kerberos.
if you go to like in your connection, if you go to edit and then click the advanced button, there's SSH authentication. You can check the GSS API boxes, which is similar to what we did in Putty.
Okay, thanks. I'm trying.
It's like third question about WinSCP. Kind of neat. All right. So let's see. Let's go. Okay. All right. Let's see if there's any questions in the FAQ. Nope. Should I be worried about cast to long errors? No. Okay. All right. So there's no new FAQ questions.
Okay, I figured it out. Sorry. I think it was just
Oh,
my username. There was a problem with my username.
okay, got it. So you're able to copy it and all good now.
Yeah, I'm logged into WinSCP.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Great to hear. So no pig related questions. Everybody's happy. Data food works and all the queries are figured out. We can just look at a query if that would be useful. I did not have any prepared material for today.
If I'm sorry to monopolize this. If no one else has questions, I wouldn't mind going through creating a UDF using R.
UDF
Can I do
using
that?
R.
Yeah,
So
possible.
so it is possible to use R on the cluster, but it's not a simple mechanism. So you can stream to R, right? So Pig supports streaming, which is basically a way to say, go ahead and take this data, and just send it to this process, and then take the output of this process and pull it back in, right? In order to do that, you actually need to distribute R to the machines that are running this. Now that's also possible. It's just not a straightforward process, and we can start.
So I was gonna say, let me explain my motivation.
Okay.
I was hoping to use iGraph. Are you familiar with
No,
iGraph
can you
in
tell
R?
me what
It has.
our
I'll send a link.
okay.
It's essentially it has like sort of predefined packages that are helpful for network metrics.
Okay. Okay, so I captured your question is how do you build RUDFs and run them on Bridge? That's so we'll leave that open as I am trying to solve that same question as well for my team. And is your motivation to do this? Is this like a large thing that you do you expect the input to be a large data set?
Sorry, I was muted. The input will be reasonably large. It's not. It's going to be connection level, although we can. My team is looking at company level stuff. So at least as a starting point, we're interested in connections that are within the same company. So it does restrict the size. But yeah, the answer is I'm not quite sure because I'm still sort of figuring out how we're going to use it.
Got it. And the reason that you can't download this data locally or download it even to gateways because it's going to be member-specific data, right? Is that the problem?
Right.
Okay. I'm trying to see what packages already have it. So on the current R, iGraph is not installed yet. So I can try to get that package installed. And I can open the Jira.
I know that using using Spark, there's GraphX that offers a bunch of packages, right? Is that what other teams are using?
So other teams are trying to use Spark. I don't know for sure what success, if anybody has tried this before. GraphX is Apache Spark API for graphs and parallel computation. Okay. So yeah, so if there's a way to do this with Spark, I would investigate that. Unfortunately, I'm not a good person to sort of walk you through that, but I can find out, or I can sort of I can ask a question and get that back to the other mentors who might be able to be more familiar with this. Or basically Siegfried. I will ask Siegfried to figure this out.
Okay, that works. I mean, we just basically figured there's no point in us reinventing the wheel. There are existing packages that
Absolutely
have optimized efficiency, so
yeah,
use that.
Definitely makes sense. So you basically want to how do I run? You really want to know how do we run graph algorithms?
Yeah, sure. And I guess also specific to I think specific to my team, we're looking at essentially we're going to try to apply these network metrics by company, and so we're going to have to iterate this over a couple thousand companies. So I mean this is partly my lack of knowledge of how these packages work, but I don't know if they're set up to do that, or if they're used if they're set up for use on one main network. So
I see.
I guess if Siegfried knows a lot about this, if he has suggestions for the best way to do this, where we're going to have or 2,000 different networks that we're analyzing independently.
Yeah, so I think that depending on how this is set up, that's right. But at the very at the very least, you can definitely create 2,000 subsets of data by just grouping. Uh, you know, you can yeah, by grouping by company ID, right?
Right.
And then going ahead and specifying just a subset of data.
Right. I don't know if there's like a, well, I guess this is more a question for later once I've gotten my hands dirty with it a bit. I'm wondering if there's
Yeah.
a more efficient way to use it to use GraphX or these packages in that way, in that capacity.
That would be interesting. Yeah, not sure. Okay, so but I have the question up now, and we can. I will reach out to Siegfried and bring it to his attention and see if he can help us out on this.
Okay.
Yep.
And just to confirm, so if this is going back to my data that's on Gateway, since it's been approved to be on Gateway, it's approved for me to download directly to the laptop.
I think so. I don't, like I think you can move it from off Gateway to your local machine. I think that's allowed. If the team
They'll
sort of
yell at me if
approved it.
that's not the case.
Yeah. If they see you moving data off Gateway and they say what's going on, your mentor will get an email. But then you can say, I was speaking with Nikolai during office hours, and he said it's okay.
Okay.
But you already had this pre-approved, so I don't
Yeah,
see
I'm
why
just
that would be a
trying to
problem.
be extra cautious here.
Absolutely, rightfully so. Yeah. Yep, makes sense. Okay. But this GraphX looks pretty cool. All right. Any other questions about Pig?
I'm all set.
Yeah, I'm
Perfect.
good for now.
All right. It doesn't look like anybody else is joining us. If you don't have any
It's a
other questions,
non-pig question.
sure, go for
I'm
it.
sorry. I'm still trying to figure out how to get to my data.
Yeah.
I can't find the directory. It's supposed to be in like grid/outbox, and I just can't find where that is.
Okay,
It
let
would
me take a look.
That's on the HDFS, right?
No. Okay. Yeah, so it is. It starts. So let's grid outbox and J Jeffers, right? Yep. So there's an internal con.do.tar. Okay. Yeah, it's there. So I'll. Yeah. So there's a. I can. So it starts with it's. I don't know what the WinSCP UI looks like, but it's a grid is on the root of the file system, so it's not under your home directory. It starts with /grid/outbox, then it's your
Okay, I
username.
found it.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. It is on Gateway. Let's just so it's a tar and a GZ. Do you have WinZip installed? Is going to be able to open it? Make sure that we can open this file for you.
Thanks. I don't think I have WinZip.
Maybe Windows can natively open this file now. I don't know. My knowledge of Windows is from 2004. Windows XP.
I'm gonna try. So, Ian, have you already gone through this process? Can you help guide me?
The WinSCP?
Just the
Or
process of like opening. So I'm trying to open it now, and I
I
think that's
usually
it.
use like pzip or 7-zip.
So did you just I mean, have you downloaded that to your LinkedIn laptop?
I don't think I've downloaded. Yeah, I don't think I've downloaded specifically. Like team members have downloaded files, and
Okay.
um, but I know tar.gz files in general.
What were you saying I need to use to open them?
You can use pzip, I think, PEA zip or 7-zip. I think both will open those on Windows. I also think like if you have a Cygwin shell, then
I'm
you
gonna try
can.
7-zip.
Yeah, I don't think we installed, or I don't think we walked through installing Cygwin.
Yeah, it's a bit of a pain.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see a package that we prescribe for this on our software downloads. Sun got dark. I was sending sills for so long. The lights went off. Come on, lights. There we go. Okay, guess I can look for company location. Let's see.
Next stupid question. Okay, so I used 7-zip, now unzipped. The .tar extension, like, can I think I've had to deal with those before, but I kind of forget what I do. Um, I don't like. Is there a specific program I'm supposed to use to open them?
I would try 7-zip, see if it can do it, because it's now an archive, or maybe Windows can already open tar files.
So I used 7-zip. So it was .tar.gz. So I
Uh-huh.
used 7-zip to extract the file. So
Yep.
now it's just .tar.
Okay.
So I use 7-zip again.
I would try it. I don't know. Uh, okay, let me see. And this is Windows 7, right? Yes, I think.
Yes.
Yes, I think. Yeah, I think 7-zip can open tar files as well. So I would try it, extracting it again, because gzip actually just compresses the archive, and tar is the archive file format. So it's a two-step thing.
Okay.
WinZip is kind of like one thing. It does it once, but
Okay.
yeah, tar is a utility that can output compressed data. Yeah, that's actually a question.
Okay. All right.
You have your data. All right, cool.
I have my data.
Okay. So let me find the 7-zip download page. That is good.
I can send you the one I used since apparently it didn't give me a virus.
Okay, that's a good one. Uh, good didn't give you a virus yet. We'll see.
Seems official.
Seems good. Seems good. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Yep. That looks like a reasonable link. Perfect. Okay. Great. Okay, so now we answered how to get data by experiment. They'll have 3 new questions to be answered. And yeah. Do we have any more unanswered questions that we want to tackle today, or just look at pig script if that's useful?
I don't have any more questions. I'm ready
Okay.
to wrap it up.
Succeeded in exhausting my questions.
Excellent. Great. So thank you for joining today. This was a very small but productive group. And we will see you at the next office hours, which will be, I think, next Tuesday in the morning.
Okay.
All right. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Sorry, Tuesday? Thursday.
Is it Thursday? Yeah, Thursday.
Okay.
But like next Thursday, not this Thursday. Yeah.
Right.
All
Okay.
right.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.